punch you in your face, I'm gonna knock your teeth out. And it was just like, all right, now we definitely getting kicked out. Hi guys, it's Myoshi and I'm back with another video. And today is going to be a makeup tutorial. As you can see, my eyebrows are already done. They looking real thick today though. I don't know how I feel about that. I might have to touch them back up. But actually, let's take a look-see right now. Okay. So for today's video, we are gonna be doing, I guess, like an introduction to spring. I really want to do like a red, orange, like gold, bronzy, like we're gonna see. But I have the concept in my head and I also have some inspiration. So I will put a picture right here and you guys can see like where I was kind of getting my idea from. It's not an exact like inspo, but when I saw the picture I was like, oh yes, do that. So let's get into the video. So right now I'm gonna prime my eyes and this is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. I'm gonna put that all over the lid and I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetic flat shader brush and just blend that out real quickie. And I'm gonna go in with another coat because when I get lighter, like in the winter and stuff, my veins show more, especially on my eyes. So yeah, we don't want none of that peeking through. And blend it into my highlight. You know what I'm saying? Like where I cleaned up my brows. Now I'm just gonna take this, what is this? Royal Langnickel eye shader brush and some of my banana powder. And I'm gonna just use that to set my concealer. All right, so now I am going to take some Scotch tape and I'm gonna apply that to the outer parts of my eye. So we have our tape on. Cool, so let's get into it, honey. Today we're gonna be working out of 3 palettes. I have the Morphe 15T palette. I have this Nomad Berlin Underground, Nomad Cosmetics Intense Eyeshadow Palette. This was from my mom's Ipsy from like a few months ago. And she doesn't wear eyeshadow, but she just enjoys, I guess, receiving makeup. But she doesn't really wear makeup. But it looks like this. And it's actually a really interesting palette. They have like little skulls, like I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can see like imprinted. And I think it's cute, so I'm gonna use that. And Old Faithful, the Morphe James Charles palette. I love this palette, so I'm excited to use the reds and oranges in this palette, which are right over here. And it has the best golds, in my opinion, like as far as pigmentation goes and stuff like that. But enough of the chit chat, let's get into the video. All right, so disclaimer, I actually dropped this palette and the color that I wanted to use, well, I didn't drop it, but the color I wanted to use popped out and I tried to push it back in and I actually cracked it. So I'm gonna just have to show it to you on the brush because I'm gonna make a huge mess. But in this palette, this is the Morphe 15T. I'm using the color Morphe Babe, which is like this, like an orange, like a real like reddish orange color. And I'm gonna take that and we're gonna apply that onto the lid directly. This tape is so uncomfortable. It's crazy, I don't usually do the tape method, but I want a real crisp and clean look today because I'm not sure if I want to do eyeliner yet. So we gonna see. So now I'm starting only with the outer like half of my lid and blending that up. And you want to really make sure that this is super blended. Guys, honestly, like how do you guys feel about this coronavirus? Like I want to know what your opinions are about this because I feel like it's really like obviously a serious thing, but I feel like people are like being so dramatic. Like I went to the supermarket yesterday. No, I didn't go to the supermarket. I went to Rite Aid and people was like stocking up on toilet paper. Like, what is toilet paper about to do for you right now? Like, I don't understand. Like, and I'm talking about tons and tons of toilet paper. And I live in New York, and it's one of the states where, like, you know, stuff is popping off. And I don't know, I feel like people think that they're about to be quarantined in their own houses. Like, not even a lot of schools closed. Everything is basically still open. So it's like, what do you like, you panicking before, like, they telling you to panic, which is like, okay, cool, I get it. You should always be prepared, but it's like, you don't even know what you're preparing for, like, at all. I think that's so, it's just so weird. Like, people really are so gullible. But anyways, how seriously are you taking this? Like, I just want to know. I'm so curious. As you can see, I'm just blending it out. And I'm starting to, like, focus on creating my shape as well. But I'm not going to bring it up too high either, because there's another couple colors I want to put on here. I'm not going to lie. I was talking about the Morphe palettes, but this color is doing pretty good. So, I don't know. Maybe I got a bad palette. That's definitely a thing. Like, you know, you get a bad batch. So, we're going to just do the same to the other side. You really want to make sure that you blend out this, like, outer, what's it called? I don't even know. I want to call it a wing. I guess, yeah, make sure you blend out your wing. Blend it out real good. Because you want it to be smoky when we take the tape away, and smoky but still, like, you know, like. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Morphe James Charles palette, and I'm gonna be taking this orange right here. The yellow is also really pretty, so we'll see. Maybe I'll throw some yellow in there, but I know I definitely wanted like a red, you know what I mean? Like some fire red. And we're gonna take that and put that right on top to help blend out that more of like a reddish orange that we just applied. So it should look something like that. Just nice and blended and ombre and ooh, snatched, honey. We giving. Yeah, we are. So I kind of want to tell like a little story now that I have you guys here. This is about the time that me and my friends got kicked out of a club and we stole someone's Uber. So like, all right, first of all, we got kicked out of a club. That's one. Like, that in of itself is like its own story. And basically what happened was, it was me and my two friends. All right, hold on. Because I gotta get right to tell y'all this story. Let me just go back in and, you know, add a little bit more of that first color that we applied, make it pop, and I'll be right back with the story. All right, so basically, me and my two friends were in this lounge, and we went there because this boy invited me. And he was like, oh, come, you know, you don't have to pay for nothing, blah, blah, blah. Typical stuff to make girls come to the club with you. And like, we get there, whatever, and I didn't necessarily care to be with the boy. Like, I just was going because he invited me. I could bring my friends, and I want to hang out with my friends. Like, so we're like, what's the word? All right. So let me set myself up. I keep starting and stopping this story, but bear with me, guys. So we were basically like just doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing in a club, okay? Basically, I'm not even gonna get into what we was doing because you're just not supposed to do it, and yeah. But we do it because, well, we were doing it because we just wanted to have fun, like, and we felt like no one could touch us. Like, we always felt like the most untouchable girls ever. Like, you're not kicking us out, you're not gonna do nothing. Like, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna do whatever we want, and that's it. So that attitude got us in this situation in the first place. So one of my friends get caught doing what she had no business doing, and the security guard, at first, he was like, oh, like, you know, stop doing that, because if the manager sees you, you know, then we're gonna have to kick you out. This palette is making me sad every time I open it, because it just like more and more just comes out. Oh, God. But anyways, back to the story. I'm gonna cut the crease. Well, not the crease. I'm gonna cut up until where the eyeshadow meets on the eye. So, like I was saying, we were warned, like, we were basically told, like, if you keep doing this, you're gonna get kicked out. So we continued doing it. Well, one of my friends continued doing it. And the manager happened to be standing right next to her, like the second time that she did it. And it was just like, all right, now we definitely getting kicked out. So the biggest security guard ever comes down and he tells us like, yo, you gotta go, you gotta go. One of my friends catches the attitude with the security guard, so he catches the attitude with her back. And one thing you're not gonna do, whether we wrong or right, is you're not about to sit here and try to catch an attitude with none of my friends. Like, and we were all on that type of timing. So me and my other friend, mind you, I'm 5'4". My other friend at the time that got into, you know, like the little argument with the security guard, she is, I think, 5'6" or 5'7". And then my other friend was 5'3". So me and the little friend, like me and her start arguing with the bouncer. And this was when Casanova's, what's the song called? I forget. But it's like, punch you in your face, I'll knock your teeth out. So that song comes on while we're cursing this dude out. So we start wilding on him. Like, oh my God. Just so freaking embarrassing. And it's so funny because the boy that invited me to come to that place, he was inviting me because he was doing like a single release or whatever. Like he was gonna perform his song. I got kicked out before he even got on stage. Like, oh, actually no, I got kicked out while he was performing. Like, mind you, I didn't really care to be there anyway. Like, I didn't come for that. Like, you invited me for that, but I didn't come here for that. Like, little do you know. So it's like I see him like going off, yeah, doing his thing, da da da, ra da da da, and like I'm over here getting kicked out. When he was done was when the song had came on, the Casanova song. Somebody comment down below the name of that song, because it's really not coming to me right now. And that's when me and my shorter friends started wilding on the guy. Like, I don't understand. Something wrong with us. Well, there was something wrong with us at that time. And it was cold at that time as well. So the bouncers trying to rush us out. We trying to get our coats. Like, I had to pay coat check to get in here, and I had to pay a cover price. So I'm gonna get my jacket. What? You're bugging. So he's rushing us and rushing the coat check person, but like they trying to, you know, assist the people that's actually coming in. I'm not that important, you know. You're not that important when you leaving. So the bouncer's getting a crazy attitude just with everybody at this point. We still laughing, partying at the freaking, what's it called? At the coat check booth. And he's just tight. Like, he's just so mad. Like, we just ruined his whole night. But it's like, you ruined our night, so we gonna ruin yours too. Why not? That's just how we were then. And it's like, wow. So after we leave, we're standing outside trying to figure out what we about to do. And we decided that we were just gonna go home. It was probably like, maybe like 2:30 in the morning. So we wasn't about to go somewhere else. And like where that lounge was at, is like, it was no other like place nearby that we could just, you know, go into if we wanted to have a drink or something. So we decided we just gonna go home. And we see that there's a Uber just sitting there idly. I'm gonna go in back with the color Morphe, babe, and just blend out that line real quick. Or, yeah, I'm gonna blend it out. So, yeah, like we take the Uber. Like my friend, she's so good. Like she's seen that it was an Uber before we even, like everybody got to the car. So she's already like, you know, looking in the windshield. She got the name of the person who requested the Uber, and she repeated it when we got inside. I'm just giving y'all all the sauce on how to finesse right now. But I mean, I feel like this is really not something that's a secret. Like, obviously, they confirm when you get in. So if you're trying to steal somebody's Uber, all you gotta do is figure out who the name is. Super easy. But anyways, she says the name of the guy who is actually requesting the Uber. But he like doesn't believe us at first, and we didn't really care because we knew that we were still gonna get in this cab, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, we just talking to him, chatting him up, trying to like make him feel more comfortable about the situation. And like, we basically said that our uncle requested it for us and to take us home, blah, 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 you know, basic stuff. So it was actually a share that they requested. He believed us, by the way. This was like an older guy. So now I'm gonna take this orange right here from the Morphe James Charles palette, and I'm gonna put that just a little closer, help it blend out and lighten it up. And this is the same brush that I used for the, what's it called? The banana powder that I applied to set it. The guy believes us. We get in the cab. Well, we're already all in the cab because you wasn't telling us to get out. But we eventually, you know, get him to switch the location. Like, she convinced him to take us to another place because obviously they already have a predetermined destination. So she convinced him to send us somewhere else, 1. 2, we go around in a circle. Like I said, it was a shared, but we didn't know that. Tell me why the original person who requested that same Uber re-requested it as a shared, and the same driver picked it up. So then the guy who actually requested the Uber gets in the cab. He sees 3 girls in the back, so he gets in the front seat. And he's like, he's saying his name, whatever. The old man still hasn't put together that, like, legit, that's the same name we just said. And I think it was a common name, so it's probably like, you know, whatever, what's the odds? But he also didn't peep that it was going to the same destination that it was originally requested to, not the one that we told him we wanted to go to. Because we was like, oh, he told us, he put in the wrong address, like, whatever. So the guy is like asking questions, like he's getting suspicious, but ironically enough, like I don't know if he knew, but if he did know, he definitely let us rock. Like, he eventually just gets out the cab and he's like, never mind, I'm gonna just request another one. So the poor man, not really, I don't want to say he's a poor man because you let us do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had the opportunity to be like, this is sus, this is super sus. I'm just touching up my orange, just, you know, blending it, making it more vibrant real quick. But yeah, he just let us rock and we ended up taking the cab home. That's basically the story. But it was like such a crazy night because I just went from getting kicked out of a spot to literally about to be getting kicked out of a cab. Like I just keep getting kicked out of places. Like, this is not right. Treat me right. Treat me right. Okay? I deserve better. But I also was just a bad girl. Like, we was just bad. We was just doing whatever we wanted. And we did not have a care in the world. I'm just gonna add a little bit more concealer. I lost a little bit of it on my right eye. So I'm gonna just touch that up real quick. But I'm just going honestly back in and touching up some colors, making sure everything is symmetrical. I have a really bad problem with symmetry. Like, if things are not symmetrical, like I will focus on it all day. And it's like really annoying because it's like I know that I'm focusing on it. I don't want to, but I also kind of can't help it. So instead of me looking at these little like imperfections later in pictures, I'm gonna just handle it now. So now I'm just trying to figure out what color I want to put right here. I'm debating between this color, which is called, these have really weird names, by the way. This one is called Helden. This one isn't that weird, but it looks like that. It's like a really pretty gold. Like just a really, oh, can't really see. It's just like a super pretty gold color. Then they also have the color next to it, which is Poor But Sexy, which is really pretty. I'm trying to figure out how sunsetty am I trying to go right now. Because right now I'm giving a little sunset vibe, so I'm gonna just go with it. I still got the colors that I wanted, so that's all that matters. Then there's that darker gold underneath. I'm gonna do Held In. I'm taking this e.l.f. blending brush. It's a big, fat, fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go in with Held In. And we're gonna pack that onto the inner corner. And this step, honestly, this brush is not the best. It's good for getting like majority of the product on, but as far as like being neat, not really. So I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush in just a second. So I'm taking, this is a Morphe, I think it's a shader brush, and it's a lot smaller though, still just as fluffy, and I'm gonna put that to help make my definition really stay defined, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So now that we have our eyeshadow down, I think I want to do, do I want to do brown liner? Yeah, I'm gonna do brown liner. I'm gonna do something soft. Yeah, let's be soft today. I'm taking the Beauty Bakerie gel eyeliner in Gelato. These are the Gelato eyeliners. I've actually had these for a really long time, and I never used this one. I had this for like, I think I got this for my birthday like 3 years ago, but I definitely recommend Beauty Bakerie products. I have a couple of her things, and her products are really dope. Like, if you haven't tried Beauty Bakerie, definitely try it out. It's actually like not necessarily the most affordable, like kind of like Morphe maybe. Like some stuff, like, you know, like some stuff could be more expensive, some stuff could be pretty inexpensive, but overall it's not like high end, like you're not in the $40 and $50 range. It's more of like the $15 to like $30 range, which is, I feel like, pretty good. And this product is super creamy, so it's very, very easy to apply with a brush. Oh, and also today I used the Anastasia brow pomade in dark brown today for my brows. Well, I'm not saying I've been spending money, but this is stuff that I already had that I just stopped using. So I'm just using my stuff, basically. I do recommend the pomade though. What is this, Dip Brow? Yeah, the Dip Brow pomade a lot, because like I said, I've had this for a long time and I still have a lot left. And all you have to do is, like, you know, refresh it, so it's not bad. I just did a simple line. I'm gonna take the tape off before I decide if I'm gonna do a wing. I think I want to though, so let's see. Ooh. Ow. It doesn't feel good at all. Ooh, this is on my baby hairs. Oh, hell no. All right, you guys, so I'm just going to finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. We have lashes on, everything is done, face is set. Lips, these lips are, I used a brown lip pencil and I used the LA Girl lip paint in the color Whisper. So how are you guys feeling about it? Is a vibe? Do you love the face? Do you love the glow? Comment down below, let me know. Also, comment down below if you guys are enjoying these two-part videos. I feel like it's very easy for me to do them because obviously I have to do my whole face. It won't happen all the time, but you know, the times that I feel like it, you know, could definitely be helpful or like make a good video, I'm definitely gonna do it. So comment down below if you guys are enjoying these two-part videos. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, I will be posting 4 times a week. She's back on schedule, poo. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.